GX, engage, engage, engage. You have Rell, Vi, Rumble. You want to find squishy targets and engage onto them and just lock them down under the equalizer. Meanwhile, SK also getting a good Gnar onto Oscarinin there, knocks him away from the wave, gets the push out.
He's got magic hands. Yeah. That's all I can say. As the of taking away contestable objectives in the form of the Scuttle Crab, as Slowq looks for the miasma. Flash in, taunt from Mickey. There's the Petrifying Gaze as well. Jackie's able to dodge away from the Sun Flag, and Drag Schemes puts the short one down as Jackie's almost burning. Slowq flashes and gets the Twin Fangs. Isma will answer with one of his own, as here comes the Cataclysm from Schemes. That Scuttle Crab getting him the level 6. There's no escape for the Vi, as Mickey claims his first of the game.
For a long time. Does end up getting hit by the Cassio Q, and I think it's a little bit greedy by him. If he flashes that Cassio Q, I think he's just out just fine. But also good punish here. It's not really about the kill. I think Mickey just really wanted to get the flash.
GIANTX to think about playing around the next one, and because of that, get Ismalo, force out Jun's flash.
I mean, GIANTX wanted to kind of take that fight because they were 3 versus 2. That was just Skeens and Mickey in the river initially. But with the Mickey W and Skeens being social as hands.
I mean, he right-clicked back and forth, man. I will give him some credit for it, but I don't know the hands had to be that good as Skeens comes in with a Cataclysm. And Jackie's is buried in its 4 walls. Stay around, will die. Mickey has to flash away. It's only going to be a couple of plates, it seems, for Slowq, and should be a full tower over to GIANTX.
And it's a classic play. When you get free grubs, make the map smaller.
Yeah.
If you have free grubs,
SK do not want to contest this, and GIANTX will happily take that prize.
I mean, this was a trade from SK that they chose. They could have recalled, be first on the Dragon, but they really wanted this Rift Herald. So now they really got to make sure they get some leverage out of this Rift Herald. You see already Wunder opening behind Slowq on the side lane. They want to make an aggressive play topside as Skeens.
Cataclysm down onto Oscarinin, but you can see immediately Isma's coming across, and Skeens is the one that has to flash away. Oscar had no flash. Wunder now trying to keep Oscarinin away from his turret, which will fall to a couple of auto attacks out of Wunder. The tower in mid lane going down as well. So SK do get 2 of those big objectives out of this. Yoppa having to back away of the map. Mickey here trying to protect Wunder, who's about to go Mega Gnar. Now sees there's 4 members of GIANTX in the vicinity.
I think they can hold this though. Wunder is so close to Mega. I think it's really difficult to dive this for GX. They're trying very desperately though.
Equalizer down. Bolt Breaker, Flash Magnet Storm, they're diving onto Wunder, cease and desist there for the follow-up, and they get 1 out of it. Mickey unable to find anyone with a taunt as well as GIANTX finding 2 great kills on the top side with a 5-man dive.
I mean, sure, you get 2 kills, but look at the rest of the map. Cassio pushing in bot, Yoppa and Skeens pushing down mid. They committed everything for this. They didn't even have a wave to play on. They sent 5-man, adamant that Wunder and Mickey had to go down. But in the end, I still think SK might come out of that play on top of gold.
And they get a charge from the Rift Node on mid-inhib as well. Top lane tower about to fall to Oscarinin, and he's the only one with the gold lead now for GIANTX. About 600 gold ahead, but Yoppa continues to keep that. Skeens steps in here, Oscarinin around the corner. They don't know that Isma's waiting. Slowq has to flash away. TP's coming out from SK as Mickey joins the fight. Oscarinin goes over here. A Magnet Storm is big. A good Gnar from Wunder. Petrifying Gates coming out as well as Yoppa begins to open up, and he's going to get cut down by the Unleashed Power, forced out of it. Wunder still trying to chase Oscarinin, who somehow is still alive. A 1-for-1 exchange so far with Isma and Mickey falling. Blackhead able to get to the blast gun. Wunder trying to flash over this Drake. Play for the mid lane tower and for plates at least off top lane.
GX not confident enough yet to go for the 5-on-5 fights. Getting that early Dragon really gave them 5 more minutes to scale up and really get their comp online. All those big ultimates, Cease and Desist, Equalizer, Magnet Storm, all those spells are so dangerous for GX, for SK.
Overheated can do a huge amount of work. The gold lead decreased to about 1,000 in advantage for SK. Culling onto Yoppa forces him away from the tower, and this will be a tier 1 for GIANTX. Equalizes the turret score by his Bloom. SK now will pass down here, knowing that there's a member of GIANTX in the area.
The Rabbit's very dark, they don't see anything right now.
And Mickey's not with them, so they can't put vision down because they don't have the wards coming out from Mickey. Now Mickey on the flank onto Jun. Equalizer down, Skeens flashes away. Slowq with a good Petrifying Gaze as Yoppa begins to open up. The Miasma down as well. Double stopwatch. Mickey and Jun fighting off towards the top side. Yoppa really putting the damage down. Stan United coming out onto Slowq as Mickey saves him. Skeens tries to dash in. Wunder looking for the damage as well, but they can't quite get it. The Dragon already down to 1.4k smited. GIANTX securing for the 4-man Gnar from the old man in the top lane. SK's luck has not run out as Isma and Blackhead try and revitalize the play, but Yoppa has something else to say.
And then the re-engage when they're all down.
And away. Anyone but Jackie's for GIANTX. SK2 are lacking that summoner spell apart from Mickey. Mickey, for most of that fight, was occupied with Jonas there. The equalizer, the Cataclysm down with an equalizer follow-up, but Oscarinin has no way out of the cage, and he is burnt where he stands. SK take out the enemy top, and now are looking towards the Baron once again.
And that's what happens when you play a really slow game of League of Legends. You always have your flash. The Jarvan isn't really a threat. But when an explosive fight like that happens and all the flashes are down, if you relax for just a moment and walk up, you are caught to the Jarvan Cataclysm. You need to respect that. And I think Skeens has had a quite quiet game so far, but the moment all those flashes are down, that's when it strikes and catches Oscar out guard, and it might be the Baron for SK.
Baron already down to half HP.
Look at
looking for that
flank
onto Isma, just going to try and stop him from getting into the pit here. Baron going to be secured by SK. Mickey is ceased and desists and dead because of it, but Mickey does his job and distracts GIANTX for long enough for the Baron to be taken. SK should all be able to get out. They'll walk out as 3 at least. Yoppa does finish his recall with an Infinity Edge now complete on that Corki. GIANTX using the fact that the resets have to come out from SK to chip away at this mid lane tower, and they should be able to raise the whole thing before SK can answer.
I don't think Mickey had to die there. I think he's just doing it for the love of the game.
There's still no culling, there's still no cease and desist, right? Like SK, as much as Mickey probably didn't need to die there, he did get 2 big ultimates out. And if SK had pulled the trigger rapidly, they would have been able to use that fact to their advantage. Those are coming back off soon, as SK have a big minion wave here on the top side to continue to push in. Meanwhile, in mid, Wonder actually the target for GIANTX. Isma on the flank. Wonder, as soon as he goes mini, is going to be a jump onto him. Vault Breaker in. Wonder with the Gnar only gets 1 stun. Leaks across the wall. Equalizer down. Blast Cone there. The Vault Breaker again. Wonder will get the Blast Cone, but will be blasted back to the fountain. SK don't even take the inhibitor tower. Good play from GIANTX.
Yeah, it's a sloppy setup from SK Gaming here. Mickey dying first. Now might get chased down by the equalizer, or I mean the harpoons,
yeah.
I mean.
Slowed down with the harpoons. Shadow dashes away. Isma dives into the backline. Magnus coming out as well. The flash sequences onto the backline. It's all going pear-shaped for SK. It's all on slow queue. He needs to take a couple, but a good stopwatch from Oscarinin stops the venom from seeping through his veins. And GIANTX of a Baron play. As you were taking the Baron, everything just slowed up for SK. And we've talked about the scaling from GIANTX. It works well for them as Wonder's going to TP in here. Still only in mini Gnar. Jun half HP. Mickey the same. Equalizer Cataclysm down. Skeens gets the flashes out. Wonder trying to step forward, building up that Gnar bar. Isma coming back in onto Slowky, who uses his hourglass. Wonder trying to get to Mega Gnar, but can't get there in time as he falls. Meanwhile, in the midst of SK, there's an Isma on the Vi. Yoppa needs the autos. Yoppa flashes in the cannons. The missiles not enough to get the chase onto the rest of GIANTX, but with SK and, well, SK's jungler's alive, GIANTX's jungler is dead. This should be soul.
I mean, that is the soul. Yeah. That is the soul for SK, and I think they felt the pressure. They felt like they need to fight now. Sure, they threw 1 time, but they were still strong. And I think they were really adamant about fighting this dragon, and I love how hard they committed to it. Look how, he's a mini Gnar, by the way.
Okay, we're back. Out with Cataclysm, no flash on him. Slow Q here for the follow-up as well, and those twin fangs are hurting. Petrifying Gaze stopped by the stopwatch from Mickey's here for a taunt. And Oscarinin will still die. 420 gold blazing that rumble down. SK now can look to continue to push in. GIANTX trying to react, but Blackhead is currently backing and going to pick up his last Whisper upgrade.
It's the second death from Oscar this game, dying to the Jarvan. They're isolated. You have to be more careful. Yeah. But I think another really big thing is that we talked about this teamfight comp of GX, but it also relies on them layering their damage on their CC. I think the equalizers haven't really been comboed with the Magnus Storm or the Season Assist yet, and they really need to be more synchronized in this fight, because they can still win this fight.
Isn't trying to get in. Vault Breakers blocked by Mickey. Great taunt, as you say. SK will try and get out with all 5 alive this time.
He's getting that chunked, but as you see, jungle goal is very balanced. He's healing up very fast.
Puts down the flag. Wonder gets the red buff. Just got mini Gnar.
And now Wonder, you see they're all showing here. Now you can walk up mid and play as aggressive as you want.
Oh, never mind. Vault Breaker cease and desist. The mini Gnar still there for Wonder. He manages to
GX
escape.
To hold this siege.
It's spotted on vision as he walks around the corner there. Both these inhibitor towers down to about 500 HP apiece. Wonder just shepherding the cannon minion there to do the work, and that will be the inhib tower in mid gone down.
Way better from SK this time.
At the same time this time as the Magnus comes in. It's 4-man. Mickey tries to dash in with the taunt. Skeens there for the follow-up, and they manage to get 1, but Jackie's is the only one down so far as the Petrifying Gaze comes out. Blackhead untouched. It's all on Wonder. Gets the Gnar, doesn't get the stun. Skeens with the flag and drag flash. Manages to catch out Blackhead as Slow Q survives through it all somehow. GIANTX still have 3 alive. They can chase a little bit.
SK as well.
Elder Drake up. SK, first one's on it. Flakka just respawning, coming out of base right now. Has those home guards, death guards to try and get in. Mickey, oh, Pedro engaged across the wall. Jun was unaware that there was a snake hiding in the grass, and Slowq gets the killing spree. Akalingo gets out, Schemes the equalizer down, as well as Mickey's forced away by Jackie's unleashed power use.
It's so awkward. There's no pressure. Okay,
well,
GX right now. They know they can just wait for the dragon to go low. There's nothing that's gonna happen here.
Mickey, Bolt Breaker chases him down. Wonder looks for the dash across the wall. Miasma down notch. Jackie's who uses the stopwatch, and Wonder is ready for the Gnar. Jackie's with a good flash. Oscarinin stunned against the wall though as Joppa begins to open up. Dashes forward. Jun here in time to get the CC, but not to save his AD. Carry unleashed power. Joppa still opening up. Jun's gonna fall as well as SK clean up the fight. They force Isma away. Joppa with a double. A dash out, a Bolt Breaker from Isma, but I'm not sure he's going to find a way to pick the lock of this game as SK are marching down mid.
I mean, drop by. The way this man is developing is just incredible. Stepping up here in the late game for SK, clutches that fight. Oscar, you can try to wave clear. You can try to clear this wave however you want to, but you will go down, and I mean, that is definitely going to be the game for SK Gaming.
So often in spring, Joppa was the shining light of this team, and here, in game one of this best of three, it is on his back alongside.
Renekton still gets pushed in early game though. And I talked about Skeens needing to have options, either deep dive in fights or strong side laners. Right now, they should have expected this.
One down, Jun walking in, Mickey on his way across, flash away from the shield of Daybreak. Wonder, the kill just in time. Oscarinin still gets the kill. Jun is going to tank too many tower shots. He will fall, but it's an execute. Well played all round by GIANTX in the end, but now the fear from Skeens as he joins the party. Oscarinin forced low, good Ruthless Predator there, but the Sunwind becomes lightning as well as Skeens. Tries to flash in, tries to survive, gets him with a Dustbringer. Isma will be able to dash forward with the audacious charge and make it a 2-for-1 on top side.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna wait. We finally made E goes a little bit wide. Jack is all in, so.
And the Voice, Flakka caught out with a piercing arrow, stunned down from the gravity field, and now Mickey, there's the Zenith Blade follow-up. Mickey has nowhere near enough tenacity to survive the damage that comes out of Jun and Flakka.
That was an oopsie. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a very ambitious combo in from Mickey there, just gets punished. It's so difficult to combo in against Leona just because she can just run you down. If you in the past, you could go face rush in this matchup and just combo in, run out, and kind of get away from Leona, but when it's now Storm Raider Surge, you don't do the damage to get that threshold on Alistar.
I'm playing Storm Surge Alistar with Storm Raider Surge, so I can get the damage and run away. First Drake of the game goes over to GIANTX.
This is the game for him to really shine. He has so many options now, has that Solar Flare he can play with in teamfights, or the Crescent Guard on Sylas.
You really fight this if you're SK. Mickey's looking, Realm Warp, they're going to try and chase in. Paranoia out, Slowq unable to get there in time. Joppa having to flash, Mickey with a good headbutt pulverize, but Joppa is the key target. Now Skeens in the middle of three members of GIANTX. Isma puts down the Crescent Guard. A great abscond abduct in from Slowq, but he's not there in time. Crescent Guard comes out from him as well. He hijacks it away. He tries to hijack Oscar in his life, but Oscar flashes. Mickey still finds him. Now Slowq caught out by three of GIANTX, and Joppa all on his lonesome. Almost kills Isma, but Isma heals just in time for GIANTX to totally clean up the fight.
Not Slowq is really far away, spotted out by the Duskbringer.
Mickey still only level 5, needs this wave to hit that level 6, needs another minion. Solar Flare going down, there's Paranoia follow-up. Mickey looking for the knock-up, but Joppa still just isolated from the team. Jun tanks it well, Isma will die. 2-for-1 so far as Flakka takes a tower shot. Slowq on the chase. Slash available. Slowq needs to find Flakka, but Flakka still has a flash of his own, and because he is not in range.
He's fighting in the top lane here. All trolls traded between the Mundo and Renekton. That Chains of Corruption onto Syndra really was the nail in the coffin there for GX during that dive.
Well, it just splits the fight, right? It's like, hey, you want to deal with the damage dealer? Come down here. You want to deal with our tanks? You have to be up on the top side.
It's a low barrier of entry, I think. You can pick up a paddle and you can have a good time
as
very
opposed
easily.
to golf, which has a high barrier to entry, which is the traditional businessman sport, right?
Yes.
Slowq here, going to get dived. Dominus coming out from Oscarinin as they look for the chase. Slowq steals away the Dominus himself, but Oscarinin tanky enough to tank that well. After a long time, GIANTX picking up a lot of gold on the map right now.
Yeah, well, we talked about paddle. I think GIANTX control over the game just expands. Look at the vision they have been putting down here in the enemy jungle. 15 minutes. It's a very lovely place to be in, but now Jackie's has the paranoia.
Yeah, TP out from Slowq as well. They look for the fear hit to stop the Realm Warp, but it doesn't come off in time. Realm Warp just in time there from Jackie's gets him out of dodge.
Good reaction there by Jack.
Yeah, the problem is the map becomes smaller and smaller for SK as GIANTX have more of these towers down. Rifthold has been taken as well. Isma has that in his pocket, can use that for the mid lane prior. As they jump on the jump, but you see how little damage there is.
Tanky.
Immediate TP into the Zenith blade. Slowsku's going to steal away the Realm Wall. Mickey caught in the slow of the solar flare. Isma dashing across the wall. Mickey trying to get into the edge of the Realm Wall, but can't get close enough. As GIANTX all collapse and manage to pick up the kill. This will be their sole point for them as well. And SK unlikely to contest. Chain of Corruption going wide. Arcane Storm down. Paranoia. They're diving onto Flacken, forced to flash and use the heal to get away. Jun topping up his health bar. As with the Rift Herald down, this charge should be another turret over to GIANTX.
Pretty cocky by Flacken to walk up there against the Varus. Just, if that Chain of Corruption lands, he's just dead there, but manages to dodge it with his feet and gets out with just a splash. Still, kill for GX, Dragon for GX. Clock is ticking. Sorry, not Dragon for GX. I haven't actually taken it.
Isma's going for it now.
Yeah.
But there were resets coming out from Jun and from Flackhead. Isma is just going to do this by himself.
Wunder has TP. Could get down here, get down and dirty with it, but Skis is basing. I think they're giving this Dragon.
Yep.
Really trying to fight the next one because time is still on SK's side, but it's going to need a lot of it to really get activated into this game. Slowq has really struggled, I think, to find an impact this game. Now, up against Renekton on side, it's not a fun matchup to be in.
I think he's going to struggle even more now as the chase comes in. TP from Wunder, though, as Slowq with that dominance stolen away. The solar flare used as well. Oscarinin trading onto Mickey, who's so low immediately. Wunder in the middle of 4, tries to flash away. Maximum dosage ticking on him for that heal. Jackie's forces Yopper out towards the top side as Wunder falls now. And yeah, SK look to make a play. And immediately the reactions from GIANTX were enough to win it out. They just have too much gold, really, in their pockets. They have too big of a crocodile. Ryze is too big. Skeens is going in with the Paranoia. This is a choice, and not a good one.
Gonna let that marinate for a bit.
Yeah.
Really snowballing his game on his Renekton. I think he's doing a good job so far on this game in this matchup.
Very much being on the strong side, and now he's chasing Wunder out. Maximum dosage exchange for the Dominus. Oscarinin with more damage over the prolonged fight as Wunder tries to walk back towards the minion wave. Oscarinin flashes for it, has the Fill Fury. Ruthless Predator for the stun, slices, dices, and dissects.
Baron set up that SK couldn't do first game in their first attempt.
I mean, at the moment it's looking solid. Jun there as the body blocker for Skeens. Oscarinin chasing Slowq away towards the top side. Jun looks for the Zenith. They couldn't find it. Slowq has to flash away from the croc as Skeens tries to get in. Mickey knocks him back. Control ward in the back of the pit. Paranoia out.
Wait, Isma flashed out.
Isma did flash out, but the Baron's still healthy enough. But for now, in the middle of the Crescent Guard, never mind. Never mind. Everyone can throw. GIANTX from 7k ahead make an awful Baron call, but Mickey donates one back. A solar flare stolen away by Slowq as Wunder begins to step up, and now Black is dead, and Yopper begins to open up. Oscarinin slicing through them with the Dominus is healing up. Hit with a piercing arrow, Slowq takes the bounty. Oh, it's all gone sideways, and that picture that you wanted to paint becomes paint by numbers as GIANTX just walk themselves into death. Hello. Yeah, Giotto. I know that reaction right there. That was poor. It will be sold for GIANTX. Chem sold for them. It's good. It's not the most impactful soul in the world, as Mickey did have smite and was looking to blast going in and smite that away.
I'm sure he did. Well, it answered my question. Can GX execute a clean Baron play? And the answer so far has been no. Mickey.
How many cows have had to die this game?
This is a very exquisite flank stake, man. You wouldn't get it.
I forgot about the flank stake. You're 100% right, man. The marbling on this from Mickey.
God, fat is just rendered now. Is this keeping up? He's hex flashing.
He's trying to hex flash underneath the tower to execute, but Jackie just walks up to him. Man, that was raw.
Yeah.
It was not great.
That was blue. As Isma, hungry for crab.
There's enough animals in this game. We can make a whole smorgasbord of delectable deliciousness. As now with a man advantage, GIANTX will go for another Baron.
Yeah.
This time it's Jun and Oscarinin put to the job of distracting and Oscarinin failed his slice over the wall. Oscarinin into Chain of Corruption. The damage coming out of Slowq is not enough. Oscar's down. Paranoia being used as well. GIANTX just train how to do Barons. Oh, Mickey's going to get the knockback onto Isma the Baron, the target for SK. SK will steal it under GIANTX's very noses. Okay. Okay. Thing you too often see.
Does get with bonus HP though, so it will eventually,
It will
as it
stack up
buys more
quicker,
HP,
yeah.
it will still give bigger stacks. But Joppa now, 3 items on the Varus, has once again been the shining light for SK. I think his damage in all these team fights
Cassio had a really solid performance here on the Sylas. Very slow start, did have some struggles, but the hijacked ultimates in the last couple of fights have been fight-defining. That Solar Flare in the first Baron fight really did change things.
I'm really happy he's going towards Solar Flare more and more now. I think in the early Crescent Guards didn't really find the mark, but now...
Well, this time a Crescent Guard might be better. Realm Warp forward from Jackies. Wind Becomes Lightning doesn't hit, and Slowq is able to dash away with the Rocket Belt and the Abscond Abduct. The rest of SK on their way across. GIANTX have lost 5k in the last couple of minutes, and they're going to lose a little bit more. Solar Flare down onto Skeens, but Jun having to flash away here. Skeens falling low as Oscarinin tries to get onto Yoppa. The exhaust down is there for the chase. Never mind, it's SK's turn to throw it all away. Should have been practicing their paddle, and instead they were practicing some baseball with those throws. GIANTX find 2. This Baron entirely delayed by those couple of picks, meaning that SK only get about 1,000 gold out of that Baron play.
I mean, I respect trying to pick someone off. I respect going for the aggressive play.
Sure.
But there are better targets than the Protoplasm Harness Leona with GIANTX Soul.
Would you say Mundo is a better target? Because right now, that's what GIANTX are trying to do. And Wonder, without many resistances, is already down to half HP. Hasn't used the maximum dosage, now pops it as he tries to get away, gets a single clank, 48 stacks on the Heartsteel. Slowq steals away the Dominus, forces Oscar to slice out. Continues to push. Mickey and Slowq are looking for Jackies and now have been separated from the rest of the team, and Jun can just look for the engage. Slowq walks straight into it. Crescent Guard used this, Solar Flare then is played forward as well. Oscarinin dives onto Yoppa and he needs Skeens to keep him safe. Oscarinin going forward, Slowq with a flash, Abscond Abduct. Oscarinin falling low and he's going to be the first up of the fight. Meanwhile, Mickey keeping the rest of GIANTX occupied. Jackie's still untouched, Blackhead's still untouched, but Slowq wants to change that. Mickey with a knockback onto Isma, grabbing field down, Slowq dashes out of it. Meanwhile, the re-engage, Crescent Guard from Isma, dives onto Slowq, Jackie's dominating, Jackie's still full health, full mana, able to open up in the fight. Wonder gonna...
doesn't have the damage to do it by himself when Skeens is there to peel. And here Slowq fought to get accelerate the play, but going in here, you have the Sonias, but you still just get rooted by the Ryze. And despite Jackie's that fight, he still has so much damage, he can just kill Slowq.
GIANTX are just immediately going to the Baron here, thinking that SK will go for the Elder. The Baron a longer, a better buff in terms of pushing power, but the Elder obviously gives you that combat damage. There's the Baron going down, the Elder only at 1.5k. Oscarinin trying to get into TP out from Slowq as he looks for the flank. The Realm Warp forward as Jackies and Blackhead are trying to get closer to this.
But Isma
was not in the Realm Warp, 7k on the Elder. Dominus going in as they look for the damage. The Elder down to 2k. It's secured by Mickey! Mickey gets it, and now SK really needs to take the fight. Wonder trying to be on that front line. No maximum dosage for him. Doesn't have the ultimate. Crescent Guard coming out from Isma as well as he is able to walk away. A 1-for-0 exchange in favor of SK. They get really want to force the tempo over these next couple of minutes. At least take a tier 2. Pushing into Baron is difficult. Wonder level 19, Wind Becomes Lightning will chase him down. Wonder trying to trade onto Isma, who does have the Crescent Guard back. Dominus out from Oscar with a maximum dosage used by Wonder as he tries to walk out of this one. Meanwhile, SK are pushing through bot side, but they don't have a mid-wave. Solar Flare gets the slow onto Wonder once again as he tries to flash away, but he won't escape the clutches of GIANTX, and he doesn't have the damage to utilize that Elder. GX put 4 on the top side and give up bot side tier 2.
Yeah, that's 3 Heartsteel stacks.
True.
We take those. We take those.
287 now. This guy is farming. Yeah. Farming the clonks.
A little bit greedy there by the Mundo. I think he's a little bit overzealous. I do question his buy of...
And Wonder, though, still scaling up. Level 19.
Let's see where he takes that.
Baron expires off this way. 5 seconds left. GIANTX will get a tier 2 out of it. Yoppa is pushing through topside. GIANTX might continue the push in here. Mickey finishing a recall, decides against it. Has the Knight Vow, but that's on Yoppa, and he's not in the fight yet. Now he recalls. He'll be back here and have to keep our eyes on, that we have to be aware of.
Oh, look here, Joppa being caught out here. Wait, he's alone.
No more in. It's Isma as he looks for the Crescent Guard knockback. Does get it only onto Mickey. Wonder's distracting the rest of GIANTX. Mickey gets a knockback, and Isma deep in, has that Guardian Angel. Solar Flare hits onto Jun. Isma flashing away, but Slowq is there for the Abscond Abduct follow-up. Oscarinin now dives onto Yoppa, who cleanses away from it. Isma falling low, but Slowq's the first to go down as Wonder begins to open up on the backside of the fight. Mickey goes down as well. SK unable to find anything out of this fight. That Chem Soul doing so much work for GIANTX. Wonder will get to the blast cone and blast off to safety. But to infinity and beyond at the moment, not paying off for SK. Jackie's with the ghost forward. Skeen's gonna have to use that Shroud of Darkness, that spell shield, to avoid the Rune Prism, but Jackie's can just chase him down further.
Oh no, that's the worst sequence.
Cone as he hits the GA. Jackie splashes the wall and down goes Skeen. Jackie's has nothing left to purchase in this game. On the other side, Slowq still only sitting at 4 completed items, just finished his Void Staff. Yoppa is full, almost full build, still has that Dormant's Helm. There's the Realm Warp to mid, everyone gets in it this time. The Elder not really started by SK, Yoppa's seeing.
Look at Mickey. Mickey on the flank. Is the man to watch right now, will be marked by Oscarinin. No, doesn't get spotted.
Not quite. Flackett is going to be the one to step in, puts a control ward down. The Elder down to kill 10k. Mickey looking for that flank, Slowq looking for the same. Wonder that frontline paranoia coming out. Slowq tries to dive in, but Jackie's keeps him at bay. Mickey going forward. The Elder down to 2k. They need the smite. It's Skeens that gets it, and now Oscarinin is way too deep. The Elder secured for SK and GIANTX. All hail the retreat. The question is, can SK close the gap? A good gravity field coming out from Flackett. Wonder still on the chase. Flash! He eats the cleaver, and Jackie's, for the first time this game, is going to fall after doing so much work. The Elder has the final say. Wonder has outscaled and manages to survive
Third
the
Elder, I think, this game, unless someone really gets caught. Now, Skeens, you have the paranoia up quite soon.
But he's at Wolves, dude. Like, he's not coming anywhere near this.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to end now, but this is really where you can actually make use of that ultimate with people pushing out on side waves, catching people.
I think we were both very worried that Slowq was going to hit that Abscon.
I don't think you wanted that to hit Slowq. Jesus Christ. My heart just skipped a beat.
Nah, it's fine, mate. He has flash, he has teleport. The ping is Elder.
Jack is going to ult them to Baron here, though. That is one of your options. You think they're all going towards the Elder.
Can you do that if Wonder just walks across? Wonder can just walk across here, no? And you've got Paranoia from Skeens. He can do a little bit of the Elder by himself.
Yeah,
now
okay,
he
be careful now, though. You can't walk in too much here.
TP, Realm Walk in, Mickey with a double knock-up, Skeens with the Paranoia. They'll knock them back into Wonder, a Solar Flare is going to hit, but Yoppa, the target with his Predator Cleanse, comes out, Skeens able to kill off Jackie's, and now it's all on Slowq because Yoppa is already down. SK with 4v3, but one Guardian Angel already procced. Slowq has to try and get back into the middle of this fight. Oscarinin doing so much work, and Skeens goes down as well. GIANTX have more damage left on the table, and they are forcing SK on the retreat. Wonder, huge heal for the maximum dosage. Slowq with a Solar Flare, but he doesn't have the damage to back it up. Wonder too tanky for them for now as he's back to full HP as all of GIANTX wail on him.
Why is he not taking damage?
Well, he'll begin to now as the maximum dosage begins to time out. Mickey trying to hang flash forward, gets the knockback onto Isma, who still has a Guardian Angel. Wonder getting caught out by Jun and by Oscarinin, and Slowq trying to rejoin the fight. Wonder will fall in the end. And Slowq and Mickey get out.
It's not gonna end, medic.
Wait, no, Mickey, can he switch to a smite? He's got heal Hex Splash.
Mickey, can he steal it?
No, he can't switch to a smite. So it's going to be Elder, the first of the game for GIANTX, the third of the game in totality.
Then the fight just degenerates because no one can kill anyone, and the Bruisers are just way too strong. Already Jack is being taken out.
For the first time this game, GIANTX will have both of the game-ending buffs.
Nice now. Make sure Jackies can hit, and make sure that Jun finds a good engage.
There will be at least one inhibitor. Will GIANTX force for the Nexus? They'll want to end the game here. 47 minutes long already. And they'll continue to push in. Yoppa needs to stand back, get those piercing arrows down, try and clear out the wave. The cannon minions will continue to wail away on that turret. You can see the damage that they do.
No flashes on any carries. It's such a difficult position to be in.
That first Nexus tower will go down to the cannon minions. Meanwhile, the minions are pushing into the base of GIANTX. GIANTX next wave.
Oscar has flash.
They'll look for the engage. Pressing guard on Slowq, hijacked away. Yoppa trying to chip away at this minion wave. We have another one coming with the super. Importantly, the smite from Skeens. Wonder goes back to reset. SK have a second here as Wonder TP's in for a bit of a health shield, but now with the super minion coming in and about 40 seconds left on the Elder Drake, this could be the final push for GIANTX. Wonder steps in. Jun at half HP. Yoppa's still looking for that chain of corruption. Lands it onto Oscarinin, but he heals up. Paranoia coming out as Wonder pops the maximum dosage to try and survive. Another wave on the top side. Elder about 20 seconds away from it timing out, but GIANTX now have 2 sets of minions to push in for this final Nexus tower. Mickey goes for the engage onto Jun, not the target you want. Trampo looking for the stun. Mickey was going to fall to the Elder Drake as the lasers begin to rain hell on SK. And try as they might, SK cannot fight back in the ending of the game. GIANTX at the umpteenth time of asking.
Alone. So bot lane push, bot lane gold leads are super, super important this game. It's very important for SK to make sure that Yoppa is in a good state so he can actually do damage.
Towards the mid lane. You can see Slowq going slightly invisible while he's affected by the ritual nails. That is just a visual bug as he flashes away from Jackie's. Anyone oh! Skeens is here, flashes with the follow-up, has the red buff, gets the kill. And this time it's the Locke going invisible. I will say, no, not ideal. So Jun stays recalling.
Yoppa's gonna take his base while they're killing the dragon. Just a free dragon. And GX
Oscar now backing away, knowing that Mickey's close by. Quickness on the top side. Placket begins to get the autos down. Damage reduction out of Slowq. The taunt onto Placket. There's the Feather Storm, and the Justice Punch doesn't come in time. Well dived by GIANTX.
And finally something going their way. After a very slow early game, Placket now getting that tower for himself. Get Wukong, because Wukong doesn't really want to dive. Another going Yoppa.
Immediately dive onto Yoppa, but there's the wild growth in Jackie's. Even with the great health, with a hero's entrance, there's no escape. Isma's going to get taunted, but he flashes just before.
We talked in the beginning of the game that it was going to be Yoppa, hyper carry with a massive front line, still relevant towards SK. Now towards GX.
Wonder was the first to move from bot side, but Oscarinin takes up residence in this banana bush. SK now put the Rift Herald down. This is the play that we've previously talked about. Can use it as a Battle Herald, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Charging forward, look for Oscarinin, who tries to flash away. But here come the Stormbringers, and here comes the Featherstorm out from the Xayah, but Blackhead has nowhere to go. He's stuck in the pit, and immediately demolished by SK. They'll take the Drake.
I wonder if that was his confidence in Mickey, because he can do that if Mickey wild growth the grand entrance by Rakan.
Yeah.
But I think Mickey messed up the timing, and now it just looked a little bit silly. He just stepped up at the flash out. Still trade flash with Blackett, not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's the good part of it, right? Like, yes, you've used wild growth, you've used transcend oneself.
Well, it wasn't a net negative in the end, so it was good.
And you still have 2.5 minutes before the next Drake, so you've got time to get at least your ultimates back up, if not those Summoner Spell cooldowns. Wonder did also use his flash, so that will be down for the next fight, as the minions that could... Oh,
do it. Are they gonna do it?
One more.
Oh.
Yeah, well done.
Kudos.
Yeah, great job,
Kudos to those minions, man.
Hey,
God, they stepped up.
Minions have taken down one tower, GIANTX have taken down one tower. It's basically a 50-50 split in terms of work priorities.
Yeah. Nice job by the minions. Joppa now has no flash on midway. Has to be a little bit more careful. Oscarinin looking for public execute. Might have to follow up on Jun.
There he goes. Oh, here it goes wide. Isma tries to come in with these styles. In fact, but he's taunted up immediately, and then Joppa begins to open up. Skeens gets the Cyclone into an Impale, but unfortunately for GIANTX, the Xayah is plucked right out of midair as SK find 2 more kills. And now can actually just start up the Baron. There's no jungler on the enemy team.
I mean, it's just 7-1 in kills. Looking very dominating here for SK Gaming, and it just looks easy. You know, Medic, why does it look so easy? Yeah, because of draft gap.
Yeah.
SK's draft is just better. And GX has to do so much to win this game. Wonder gets the mid.
It's under Sky for Skeens. He's a 2-item static shift for Wonder, and the Hex Optics as well for Yoppa. Alongside that, Runans and the Kraken Slayer. For GIANTX, it is a very difficult road to walk back. And if you are going to do that, I feel like Jackie's needs all 5 members of SK to sit inside a purgatory and just die for him to be back in this game.
I mean, my answer is Jun next fight.
Yeah.
He has the flash coming right up, has the grand entrance and the quickness. And I really think he needs to make something happen, because right now Oscarinin is walking up this thing.
Public Execution has just come back off cooldown, but he's flashed away and he's polymorphed, and Wonder brings down the Fists of Fury. And SK find another pick before a major objective. It should be sold for them.
I mean, Wonder just brings down the Storm there.
Yeah.
I mean, Oscar just walks up, doesn't have anything really in the tank. And that's a Volibear with 2 items. You can't just walk into him. And what do GX do? Medic, they look lost.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to lose.
I mean, maybe... What did Blackett say? They were going to make them puke?
Yeah, well, I think game 2 made them puke.
Oh.
And now game 3 They've made them puke in one way.
Yeah.
Perhaps not by beating them up too much, but you know, sometimes when people see disgusting things, they also puke. So.
I mean, GX just look lost this
Yeah.
game. They look a little bit identity-less. I think they really thought this Locke pick would pan out more from draft. But Jackis has had a very quiet game, and it's the second time we see the Locke into the Galio, and it's not really working out.
Yeah, it's often why we see late swaps when you're running a Locke. You run, we saw Locke Aatrox earlier on in the LCK,
Yeah.
and there was a late swap to try and get the Locke out of the Galio lane. It didn't work there because the enemy team didn't swap the Galio away from it, but overall, you don't want to be playing into this Galio at all. Okay, well, Jackies.
Oh.
Unfortunately, there's a big bear on your face, and this is not that sort of fun bear that you often find in Berlin. No, this is one of those angry ones that will chase you down.
Sometimes the Berlin Bears are angry as well.
Well, I was talking about the statues.
Oh.
You know, they have a bunch of bears scattered all over Berlin.
I thought it was the football fans. That's all
yeah,
good.
also true.
Volibear didn't have the ult there to chase, get the Cloud Soul buff, and run them down.
And what have you, like, here's the problem, right? And that wasn't really words, that was just whatever came out of my mouth for a second. But for casting, what you want to do is present an argument that either team can win with the margin of odds that a team is going to win, right? I see no avenue, apart from 5-player disconnection, that GIANTX win this game. I just don't see it. It's like Infinity War, but instead of holding up one finger, Doctor Strange just has no fingers left. And Splacket is forced to use the Featherstorm as the tower goes down. He has no threat on the enemy backline.
Yeah, I'm trying to Fearcraft right now, win condition for GX, and I'm thinking maybe a Mickey stomachache.
Okay,
could
sure.
be a play you can play
A little
for.
ouchie tummy.
Yeah.
Yoppa just gets to open up on his... This was an impale that you took. Yoppa just steps forward. Jackie's going to die as well. Yoppa, the assassin here. Purgatory used, I think, for the first time hitting an enemy player. But Yoppa is still too healthy to be executed by it at all. 2 dead, GIANTX. And it's all done, but that Nexus going down.
I mean, I will say this game is a palate cleanser after the last game.
Clean from SK.
Yeah,
all
SK
credit to them.
has done a fantastic job of playing towards the win conditions.
Yeah.
The win condition was get Yunara ahead, let her flick enemy champions, let her not die. Easy. They are snowballing this game fantastically.
Quickness, public execution onto the backline, but there's a Hero's Entrance to the follow-up. Blackhead has no way out of the backline, and Oscarinin dived in and died for it. SK in very clean fashion, sub 27 minutes will clean this one up. And for GIANTX, it's back to the drawing board because this was not it at all. SK with their first win of summer as things have gone well here in week 2.
And it's a nice new look for SK. Bringing in slow Q seems to be not a band-aid, I was going to say, but he's a catalyst for the team. You can see how different the team plays with him. He's not the center of attention, but he fills the gap. That Galio play where he was mid, covering Joppa from the Skarner, peeling him off, setting that kill up. Or in the Sylas game, it wasn't the best game, of course, but the Cassiopeia game, he did great as well. I think it's a solid debut for the young Swedish rookie.
Agreed.